So we're about to head into the boiler plant, the current one that we have here at the hospital. It was initially built in 1958, and most of the boilers in here are that vintage. And we have a couple when the 73 tower was built, so there was a 73, but basically these are older boilers. And I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough here so you can get a sense of that, and then we'll talk some more on the other side. Water softening system for all of the boilers. We have to pre-treat the water to make sure that it's the right kind of water for the boiler system. So all this will be new too in the new energy center. So in there, like I said, we have our older boilers in there. They are, the age of them actually makes them so that they're not as efficient as the new boilers we're going to be putting in. So the new boilers, we'll go over there in a little bit. We'll have 4 new boilers there. They'll be quite a bit smaller than what is shown that we had in this boiler room, and they will be quite a bit more efficient as well. I mean, the main thing is the area where we're standing right now is where the new patient tower is going to be built. And there's 2 reasons why this has to happen. One is the systems are so old that they really do need to be replaced. The other part is that this is where the new tower goes, so this has to get out of the way for it. And there's other things in this area back here that need to be removed too for that, the new footprint of the new tower. When the new patient tower is built and filled in this area, if you look at the top of the tower or the stack that we have now, that'll be about the height of the new patient tower when it's all done. So enabling projects basically are things that we've identified that are currently in locations here at our hospital that something has to be done with them initially to actually make room for the new patient tower. So enabling projects such as getting rid of, moving the boiler plant out of the way, getting the 6th floor renovated so that ICU can move to 3HV can move to 6th floor, all that whole process, those are enabling projects as well. What will have to happen is that the new energy center and the new boilers are going to have to be up and running prior to doing any demolition or taking any of this out of service. So that's going to be a really important time frame when that all occurs. But once that does happen and we have tested everything and make sure that everything's working from the newer location, then everything here is game and ready to be taken out. I mean, part of this project is not only demoing all of this and building a new over there, but there's a whole maze of steam piping that has to be run through the basement right now and reconnect to this vicinity so that switchover can happen. So that's once we get to the point where we actually start doing the heavier construction type things like demolition and so forth, there's going to be vibration and there's going to be sound and there's going to be banging, things like that parts of the hospital are going to have to deal with. It would be somewhat similar to when we built the Children's Hospital. A lot of people that are here now know that we built that on top of our CBU area, and there's a lot of things that we're going to have to do over here that's similar to that to make sure that the hospital operations continue it and not be disrupted and not be affected as little as possible. But there's a lot that'll have to go into that. That's a big deal. Really important part of any project like this is just logistics of while we're doing the project, it's going to affect, people coming and going and driving in and out. So right here you can see this is the main entrance into the hospital. Normally we come in and we've had to divert traffic. You can see over here, the construction fencing that's there, and inside of that is where the new project is going to be built. But we had to do all kinds of signage and things to redirect things and keep things safe for people moving around the project site. Here is the actual location where the new addition is going to be built. This backhoe is working right now. There's a big hole. We've got all the underground piping that's being moved in. And that's basically that area is where this addition is going to go. And then the new boilers and all that moved in, once that's all completed. The whole engineering department is really excited about this. I am. I think there's engineers that worked here years and years ago that know that this is happening. We've heard from them, and they're very excited about it as well. But this is going to be a huge difference in how this whole campus operates and how efficient things can be and how reliable and dependable that they can be. So a lot of things are going to be a big improvement with all of this at the Energy Center now, and all being new. And again, I keep saying it, but it's going to be a lot more efficient and a lot better to operate.